Okay, so I'm basically just gonna start off by talking in the stream because I know this stream will probably be watched. So we're gonna turn that off. I know that this will be watched later because that's what people do. They look back at my streams. So, and I kind of just want to get some content out because I'm not feeling like recording the. I don't feel like recording the instructions for the honey badger just yet. So what we're gonna do as well is delete some files that we will not need. Hey Michael, hey Bryce. Bryce, I know that you probably have school, if I'm not wrong. I don't I don't know about every American if they have spring break or whatever, but yeah. So here, that's not made instructions for. Karambit I don't need. Um, these aren't going to be worked on ever. Side and barrel, I don't think that's needed either. Um, I'm basically removing all this just so that I can have space for showing things like it pops up here. So now the experimental AK-47 is there, and that's what we're gonna do here at work. Well, I guess I once again couldn't find the perfect timing to stream, but it's a bit hard for me to try to find the. I don't know what I was gonna say. I ate my own words there. So I realized yesterday when I was doing the AK, when I was doing that stream, that the butt plate wasn't nearly high enough, so it's supposed to be a little bit higher, so I guess that's good now. We're gonna basically try to force some just tiles on top here. That'll do the job like that. So I don't want to smooth out the whole stock because I just feel like there's no reason to, so okay, so I don't really remember where we left off. I think it was around the magazine release area. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, I'm insanely happy with the way this looks. Yesterday I was kind of not in the best mood when I was streaming, but today I'm in a better mood, so yeah. Gonna just put some plates on top there. I just remembered something. I'm gonna go do it real quick. Hopefully you guys can hold on for just a little bit. We have 3 watching, so it's not really too bad, but thanks, Michael.
And there we go. That should be a big improvement. So now I should be able to be heard better. So I probably don't have to speak as loudly. So, anyways, yeah, I think I was going to start on the handguard when I left off. So, I was thinking of starting a new gun, but thing is, I would rather want to finish a gun rather than start a new one. And then I also got to build a real life gun. So I'm just gonna stream for maybe an hour to 2 hours, and then I'm going to start building a gun. So I'm just gonna open up a second page of Chrome and gonna go ahead and get to my comments and go through there and find requests. Well, maybe some other people will be able to join the stream. So, yeah. I noticed that some people weren't really too happy with the fact that I was deleting my streams, so I'm just gonna keep the streams, but I'm gonna see if I can't like do anything that like makes them be there, but that they're just not like totally visible. So when did I start like make my first gun? That was quite a while ago. Ja, jeg vet jeg sa jeg ikke skulle streame, men jeg bare gjorde det fordi jeg hadde ikke noe annet å gjøre, så whoops. But I made my I made my first gun like a really long time ago. It was about 6 years ago. So right now I just need to find requests for guns because people wanted me to kan you rank up oss? Nei, det gidder jeg ikke. Senest jeg gidder ikke å spille noe mer. Så yeah, 6 years ago. So I've been building guns for 6 years. Three and a half years ago. That's still like quite a long time ago. I've been requested to make the APS Russian automatic pistol. I have no idea what that is, but you know what? We're going to copy that and then we're gonna put it into Google and see what pops up. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's that pistol. Right. Yeah, I don't have the slopes to do that. I just found the guy that requested the honey badger. It was Irish Panda. And several others requested that as well, so you're a baby builder? You never answered my question. I asked if you were on spring break. I guess you are though, since you're here, and usually at this time you would be at school. I don't know. I'm not really the best with time zones or knowledge of others of other countries. So yeah. Some people have been requesting my guns to be made in LDD, and then I would put up instructions for that. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, but they're saying it with like really old guns. Oh, rip. Jakey or Pixel said that he didn't have school because he was on spring break or whatever. So Michael, I'm happy that you said Galil AR because that is a gun that I've been requested to do, and also to like um, I've also wanted to make that because that's pretty much going to complete all the guns from CS:GO that I could make. I think, if I remember correctly. So Galil AR. Galil AR CS:GO, I guess. So that's what it looks like. I don't really like the look of that. I actually really do not like the look of that. Like, the gun isn't bad in game, but I'm not gonna make that. 11 boxes, I have 17. Beat that. So, there's the request for the P36. Hey, Dave. Yeah, it sucks, right? I just got home from school, so, yeah. Hmm. So I may actually have to raise this part up with one plate to then allow for the fire selector to sit a little bit higher up. I could make it a little, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because I don't really like the look of it, and I prefer making guns that I end up like guns that look good. So here they go, Maniac. You just got back from school. I guess you're kind of in the same time zone as me then. can see the time right down here, so. Hmm. I'm looking at like every single comedy and I just cannot find working. Well, I live in Norway. So I just right now I am really struggling with trying to find like requests because all right, have fun. Yeah, I can't can't find any requests, so I guess I'm just gonna look for it later and ask some people in the chat, the Hangouts chat that we have. So I'll just ask people there, or let you guys in the chat request some things that you'd like to make me to make in real life, of course. Because LDD, I'm just gonna like try to remake guns or anything or things like that, basically. Hey Pixel, rising up early even though you have vacation. Why is that? Hey Matevs. my comments section is a mess. A literal mess. Like there's just no way to organize anything. Like I can't find any gun requests. When will the honey badger instructions come? As soon as I can get time to actually like make the video, because I need to do that. I need to record it first and then upload it and all that. But it will definitely, the instructions will definitely be today. So yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do to this right now is just cover up everything that's supposed to be covered, and then I'm going to try to find out a grip design for the Thompson SMG, because I'm thinking that could possibly be the next gun that I'm gonna make. I still really love the look of this like little cover thing, so the magazine would go in there. Problem is I will have to find out how it's gonna be made though, which will be a problem. You know, I think I'm actually just gonna tackle that problem right now, so I don't have to worry about it later when if I'm gonna stream later. I don't know. So, let's see. No, didn't mean to select that piece. Yeah, I'm kind of clueless on how to, how did I get the indent? Like that, basically. Using brackets and then putting those on the side, and then, so you can see right there. So there's basically like one brick, and then these bricks. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's one brick and these plates, I think. I can't really see because it doesn't show the seam lines, but yeah, basically a brick and then these two on top and then a tile there. So it's a design that I've been supposed to use, but I have just kept forgetting it. So I've now finally done it though. So I'm not 100% sure where this thing is gonna be. Whoops, I think I may have just screwed up the chat a little bit. There we go. PSH-41. That's actually a pretty good idea. I've actually tried that gun before. Only kind of sad thing was the fact that it got absolutely wrecked because I set it up to rest because I was gonna go to school, and then I came home to it laying on the ground in pieces. But yeah, I've definitely always wanted to do that, so I think I may just do that over the Thompson because it's an easier gun to do. So I'd say the first sector should be there. I think that'd be a good place. And now we try to see if it works. Okay, so it does. So it goes down there. Then it goes up and then up. So that would be safety. full automatic and semi-automatic down there. So there will also be a tutorial for this AK. So I don't know if anyone would be able to make it though. I'd then highly recommend making it without the stock because the stock is huge. But then again, the stock is like something that really makes it. So Carnini 8K, G36. I definitely have to do a redo of that gun, but I first need to like get my shit together and figure out some designs for that because there are a lot of like kind of crazy things that I'm gonna have to figure out on that. So that's definitely a project in the future. Those are some great requests, and I will take those. I'll make sure to make those. So this part at the back here may confuse some people, but it's gonna be the dust cover. But I'm gonna try to focus on the magwell for now and just try to get the magazine right. So this is when we take a, not a 2x8 because that's gonna be too big. We're gonna take a, play Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't played it, but I think I've made most of the guns from that game because they're just like standard guns, basically. If I'm not wrong. Because I know they have an MP5, and I have an MP5. It's an MP5K, and I have an MP5K. So, yeah, I think I basically have every single gun from that game. But I don't know fully, though. I've actually made a little mistake here. I'm supposed to have a... Will it let me put a plate in there now? Highly doubt it. To make the... yeah, the bolt has to be pretty small. There we go. So this piece is basically going to be what... like where you rock in your magazine. So I think that piece is not going to be there. So I use these plates usually when making these rocking mechanisms. Now, why is this not going in? Guess we're just gonna have to do it like this then and get some feedback from people that make this. And see if it wobbles. Because, I don't know. Yeah, the bolt may end up being short. But then again, the gun that you're making is relatively short, so I guess that fits kind of fine. Yeah, I would do like that you could see through, but thing is 5 studs, I'm not gonna bother doing that. Like should be out today or tomorrow. I hope today. Michael have made both of those guns if you haven't seen them. Or I don't know if you're talking to me then some like I don't know how long you've been on my channel, so so what it looks like to me is that it's going to be one more plate layer, and then that's where I can't do anything more, because then the magazine release is not going to function. Yeah, this is where I have to stop. I think I may just have to hide away some of these pieces because they're so annoying in the way. Opening up the AK. Okay, that gives me a lot of better view. So sometimes magazines can get tricky because this would wobble, as you can tell, because this would move. So all those 3 guns in the weekend at once, really flimsy, and the sound is nice. Well, yeah, that's the same with the mag. If like the mag doesn't lock, and then you just like jam the mag in, and it just flies up, and then breaks everything on the inside, and that's not very very good. So there was something I did here. I can remember there was something that I did that made so that the magazine didn't wobble and it locked in properly. But I'm not sure if it was this piece. It could have actually been. Thing is, it would only work in real life, not in LDD. If I try putting a 1x2 like that there, that wouldn't fit. Okay, so we're just gonna have to leave that open. I can't do anything about that then. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, on mine I won't be able to do that because that would be like so awkward. So solid bolt can, well, it's not supposed to wiggle at all. Or maybe a little bit because it's Lego, but not like a lot. So wait, the dust cover on yours is 5 studs? I didn't realize. Oh shit, I see that now. I don't have enough pieces for an M249. I had enough pieces for the Negev, and making the Negev hollow, like somewhat hollow on the inside. Yeah, magazine wiggling is no surprise with AKs because you just can't avoid it. Also, one thing that I'm realizing that we have to tackle is the fact that you can't make AK mags like you do in real life. Which means that I can't make the gun look good. I may just do like a standard magazine now and then, like in the tutorial, obviously, tell people to clip it together. Because, yeah, I can't do it on this either. So I guess that works. That's kind of interesting. I don't think that would hinder very, like, much wiggle, but I guess already done the sawed off. Another problem that'll be with this magazine is that it'll also be have like all magazines have like huge gaps right here just for the magazine release because it takes up so much space. The way you have to make them in the Go. I'm gonna try to do something to make sure that it stays in properly. That would not work, I guess. That piece I'm not gonna remove either because that's just gonna stay there. Same with the plate in the corner, right over there. Okay, so that works, I guess. That's gonna work somewhat to eliminate some wobble, just a tiny, tiny bit. I think the chemical green would be tougher, so yeah, Osiris. And also the Osiris would look better. The chemical green is just kind of boring and bland. This is what I actually tried to do. That doesn't work either. It's still not able to. And just then, that's when you can actually like. So I'm just gonna get rid of that, and because there's no reason to have that if it doesn't actually have like too much of an effect. Guess you can do this, so it'll look a little bit nicer. That's about it. Yes, I do agree with you. Okay, so now we can start working on the tedious process. So basically the magazine is going to be one 2x8 plate and then 2x8 brick. And then that's going to alternate. Now it's kind of insane to look at this part and see how huge this actually is. And I think it could actually be like that, because that would probably be a little bit better. So I actually gotta do that now, because if not I'll end up with a tough situation. Come on, just... Nope. Still not wanting to go. There we go. Okay, so now we can put a roof on this, and this will basically do so that the mag isn't too tall and it doesn't look ugly. Or it won't look ugly, but it'll just look insanely weird. So I guess that would kind of be ugly. Oh god, that's a blinding color. Okay. That's not what I tried to do. Oh, that's the copy piece. This is what I wanted to do. Then boom. What the heck? There it is, I guess. So now what we're just gonna do is grab this and then... Why is that piece connected? Screw off. This is when I realized that that piece was actually like super important. And it was. It was supposed to be right there. No, I keep the same titles. You can just like see, like I won't like alternate between like part 1 and 2 of streams, like going all the way to 4. So what are those pieces doing? What are they doing? They're just over there, being present. But yeah, I remarked I wouldn't be that dumb to stream for that long. That just would not be right. So, oh my. And of course decided to copy the goddamn plate that probably wasn't even included. Um, Again, this is not what the actual end magazine would look like. The end magazine would be nice and curved, but just because this is LDD and it doesn't let me click these together, then this is just how it's gonna have to be. So I get one last one, and I think that would curve perfectly fine. But yeah, you can see elapsed time up here, 43 minutes, so... Jesus Christ, that looks so bad. Oh my god. Okay, let's just try to ignore that. And this is basically how the mag would be removed. So we, of course, have to hide away a lot more pieces to be able to remove this mag. I think we can basically just take this and spin it around like that, so now we won't copy that, or not copy, but select that on accident. So now we'll try to select the magazine and get it out of there. Sweet. And I grabbed the plate. That's gonna stay on its own. I didn't take the top tiles. There we go. Put those back. And replace that, and of course flip this one down to there again. So there we go. I guess we can now start on the part I've been dreading possibly the most on this whole gun, which is the handguard. So the handguard is going to be 5 sets wide, and it has to be designed in a kind of complex way, because you have to make sure that the top part of the cover thing is still connected, so that it won't just fall down whenever whoever's building this, it'll just collapse. So I have to make sure that it doesn't happen. Why do all these plates seem so small in LDD? Happy Thursday? What do you, what do you mean Happy Thursday? I've never heard that before. Is that like a thing in, what was it, Ukraine? To say Happy Thursday? Because I don't know, I've never heard that before. That's kind of unique. This mag is probably the ugliest thing I've ever made in LDD. Jesus Christ. One thing I'm also going to do is pull up my own stream on my second screen, because I need to see what it, like, if the video output is good. And I'm not sure if I'm able to view it while I'm on my own account. I can switch to a different account then and go watch the stream, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I just sent something in chat with my... I may have just done something that wasn't very smart. There we go. Oh, I've never heard that before. It was just kind of unique, so... I think I just got the stream to time out for a bit because the chat was unable to connect. I'm not very smart, as you may have noticed. So I'm also going to be able to see the delay. Gonna wait until it gets to a better time for me to see. So I think we have a few good seconds of delay. Let's check right now. It's coming up to perfect time to check. And there we go. We have 28 seconds of delay, I believe. So that's not too bad. And I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So now I don't have to worry about you guys seeing things way too late, or me responding to things way too late as well. You were in a gun shop? A real Glock 17. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen a Glock in real life, so... because guns are not, like, standard thing in Norway. You don't really have gun stores. Or you do, but they're not openly, like, available. If you know what I mean. So... I think that's a decent length for the handguard. It's gonna work out quite nicely. So that's 18 studs long, I believe. So now we're gonna create the little thing at the back, which I don't know what role it actually has, but it's there. It basically raises up in the back. Whoops. There we go. I guess that'll do. There's also supposed to be a little slope at the back here with black. So we're gonna create that as well. Like that. I know I say so a lot. It's just the same as so yeah, because it's just what I say a lot. They're norms that I just they're pretty much norms for me. So it's like if I don't say that, and I'm gonna confuse myself. Usually I would use slopes on the bottom of this, but I don't think I'm gonna do that just for the sake of saving people pieces. Like I know it's they're probably gonna have the pieces for that, but I don't think the bottom of the AK is nearly sloped that much. So actually, you know what? I'll try to do it. Just deleting away everything and leaving people with something that may be incredibly unsturdy and a lot of anger. Yeah, my friend has said that too. Guns are allowed in Norway, just not. You have to have a license and you have to have like a reason, like something. You have to have a purpose for your guns. You're not allowed to have a gun if you don't have a purpose for having it. So yeah, so they're only available when you're hunting. Like only hunting rifles are available. But I also have a lot of like spam, or not directly spam, but like a lot of messages from like CS:GO live channels that go live, and I get messages from them that they're going live, and yeah. I don't think it's a directly bad thing though, so you know. I'm also going to check out something that aspiring artist sent me, so I'm gonna go ahead and download that file and see if I'm able to open it. So I'm just gonna save this in case something horrible happens. Okay, so this is basically what he told me he was doing. He was creating a 1911 out of my P226 design. I mean, this doesn't look bad. The sight is kind of tall. But other than that, the grip seems fine to use for a M1911. Do I have the Glock fade? Are you drunk? Like, are you actually actually drunk? Because that is insanely expensive. Okay, so I've taken a look at that now. I'm gonna delete it from the folder. And that crashes LDD. So that wasn't supposed to happen. And there we go. Do I like real guns? I've shot a real gun before because I was like trying to see if shooting was like a sport that I wanted to do, and I shot a 6-hour 22 rifle, and that's basically all I've shot since I said you're limited to guns. So yeah. Sup, awesome sauce 420, whatever it says there. Need some gameplay. there are several people on YouTube that have put out gameplay of CS:GO skins. But if I were able to like edit the game files of CS, because if you know how to edit the game files, you can like get skins for free, or not really get them for free, but you can use them in like private servers. So if I knew how to do that, then I would, but I know that some people on YouTube will probably have videos up of Glock 18 fades. But I would just use pictures, because getting like allowance for people to use their content is highly unlikely. Like Leo got allowance from Rechi to use his content, but you have to be careful with using that content because yeah, it's copyrighted. Gotta go. Alright. I will make sure to keep overflowing the email. Just so you know, I'm not actually the one like sending out like that I'm going live. It's automatic. So yeah. One thing that I realized about this handguard is the fact that it's actually way too far down. Since I started out, that was a super long time ago. That was how long ago? Let's see. When did I start my channel? It was in 2014. Yes, March the 17th. I'm starting to come up to my third year of being on YouTube. That's kind of cool. Finally, you can watch my stream. Guess you don't have too much time to do that then. Can I build a Barrett M107? No. That thing is huge. I would not be able to build that like ever. I'd have to spend like thousands and thousands of dollars on bricks. So, yeah. You did your own gameplay on the NV4? Yeah, probably best to stick to own things that you know you've created yourself, to make sure that you don't get struck. I don't know how to say it. I think it's struck though. In LDD, I could probably make a Barrett M107, but that would as well take a really long time. So I don't think I would. Yeah, that would also take a really long time. That would be possible, but it would take a while. So I don't know. I'll consider it. Consider doing it because it's such a thing that it would take a really long time to do. So I don't know. We'll see. You also AK in your pants. It's great. It's the safest place to have it. As far as I know. Gör laxa. Ja, laxa äts dit. Jeg driver på å gå mot læreren da, sånn, mot å gjøre lekser da. Så det er sikkert fucka karakterer, men det bryr jeg meg ikke om. Det går sikkert fint. When is my birthday? In 6 days. So, we could say that High Noodles was just kind of close. He was just saying something random, but it was close enough. So, we'll say it counts for now. Damn, bro. If I'm streaming that day, then I'll make sure to wish you happy birthday. Bare ikke gjør den jævla leksa, da. Happy with that. I do not like Satinabi skins because they lack of features. And I feel like he just slams on a bunch of, like, different details, like putting on random plates and all that. I just feel like it's kind of dumb. And no, I'm not making a butterfly knife anytime soon because that thing is just complicated. And I've actually made the CSGO butterfly knife before, and while I was trying to record it, it got obliterated. So Jim is dead. Now I'm just viewing snaps because there are not too many people watching right now, and when I don't really see many people active in chat, then I'm just also kind of thinking of how to do the barrels, so. Jim is lives. View mode. See what view mode does. Okay, so I guess that's what view mode does. It 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 just does that. It gives you a different background to look at your piece of shit creation. Change background. Great. Great. This is so gross looking. It's so pixely. And what is that? Explode the model. Boom. Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool. But now the model is destroyed. Oh no, now it's being put back together. Guess that's kind of cool. Let's check out the building guide. I'm looking at the playback of the stream right now. It looks so dumb. I mean, at least, like, the stream is 60 frames. Like, I don't know if everyone can view it in 60 frames, but... Oh, look. There's... There's the random, like, thing I was talking about, where it just puts random plates. Oh, that's amazing. That's literally amazing. I love that. So people are gonna think like, why do you have two pieces that are just lying there? Like, what are they gonna be used for? And I'm gonna be like, it's not really supposed to do much. Just leave it there. I just realized one thing about my AK as well, and that is that the magazine is wrong. Fuck. Oh, wow, I have to go fix that now. Great. So what we basically have to do is we have to go in here, we have to put the magazine back in, and what we have to do is we have to make the attachment again, because I have now realized that it is wrong. It's not supposed to be a big hole inside here, it's supposed to be a pin sticking out. I just remember that now. And that's how it's supposed to be, so now we have to do that now. So that's great. I like making mistakes. So, I guess the one way we can do this is... Oh, jeez. That's the magazine. I have literally no ideas for this at all. It's easier to look at a problem and not do anything about it than it is to do something about it. And now we have to do something about it. And I really don't want to, but I have to because if not, it's not gonna be correct. Because I'm garbage at making guns. It's gonna be like that. And then... like that, I guess. And then now... what comes next? We try to insert the magazine. That's what we try to do. I thought that there was something that was kind of weird looking about this magazine. It wasn't exactly that, but it was just something. So let's now try to insert the mag in a proper way, where it doesn't glitch out like it is right now. So it can't be put there because there's a plate in the way. And it's that plate, alright. Great. Oh, I never noticed your question. I just did it now. I speak English right now because I have to so that you guys can understand me, but at the same time, I prefer English and I don't really like my own language. So, yeah. Did I just leave that? I did. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to angle this in again. And now what I need to do is make a plate. Hold over this. So basically getting rid of that and then putting a plate right there. So I guess I can just get rid of all of this. I wonder why I didn't like have to go through that hassle with oh shit, what up? Something I'm realizing on the live stream is that it's pretty much impossible to read all of the text in the chat. So I don't know why. I don't know. Forresten, Erna kommer fra Oslo, så hun kan ikke gjøre noe. For svak. For feit også. XDDD. So I guess it's now time to try to... Okay. Nei, hun kommer seg ikke inn i flyet engang. But I just realized how dumb I actually am. And why I didn't remember how to do this. Because it was literally super easy. Yeah, that looks a little bit more familiar, I'd say. That looks a little bit more right. Rather than insanely, awkwardly big, huge chunk right here that just goes into the gun. Yes, it's 16, whatever. What did he say in his latest message? Well, he said that the person that was like gonna come jail me couldn't even like get through the flight. Like couldn't even get into the plane. So basically whatever's being said in Norwegian is very important. It's like kind of things that only Norwegians get. So a great thing that I realized about this, by the way, is the fact that this will not wobble at all. Like this will be super stable. At least in my experience it was. If it's gonna be in yours, then I'm not sure, but this is... It's gonna be so sturdy. And you're gonna absolutely love it. You saw in my video, or the people that have seen my video, and I like shook up the magazine and it didn't move at all. Yeah, this is what I meant with that. It will not move. And if it does, then I have done something very wrong in this tutorial AK, or experimental AK. Whatever I called this AK, I can't remember. I call it something new every day. Piece of shit, piece of garbage, garbage rod, crappy piece of shit, Lego gun, all that. The region's only getting... You just said blue whale, and that's like all you could, like, okay, great. Yo, bike dude. Even though I know your real name, but I'm not gonna mention your real name, because... reasons. I get this to be selected without taking out the whole thing? Great. No, come on! Of course I had to leave behind the one little piece. It was supposed to come off. There we go. Boom. So now we get to tile the top of this, because now we know that there's nothing wrong with the magazine anymore, so now, I hope it's gonna be smooth all the way from here. So, I don't know your name, I was talking to Bike Dude. I know Bike Dude's real name because, we've been friends for several years, so, but your name, I don't know what your name is. I would sign into Steam to, like, cheat, but nei, jeg har ikke sett den nye videoen. For jeg har ikke fått sånn der notification. Ja, det var vel den der med motorsyklene, regner jeg med. Minecraft gaming channel. Probably not ever, because I am bad at the game. I know that's like comedic in some way, but thing is, I may just not do it because I don't think it's gonna be popular, and I don't think people are gonna watch it. So I kind of just don't want to waste time on something that I know that people probably won't even like acknowledge. So 11 years. That's true. I'm glad you remembered because I don't. So bruh. Ikke på sted. Lille unge, da. It's gonna be incredibly popular. Yes. Totally. I'd get one view every day. Basically. Chewing something? No. Vi krangla om masse idiotisk før, fy faen. Noe jævlig masse idiotisk. Hvem som skulle til han Simon, hvem som skulle spise middag der. Nå fordi alle sammen var opphengt av han Simon, eller vi var i alle fall. Så det var litt artig. Bare på Instagram. Men vet du hva da skal... Nei, på Instagram da. Nei, det gidder jeg ikke. Gidder ikke å kaste vekk tid på det. Trying to think what part I should do next. I don't know if every single AK has like the side optic mount. No, a traditional AK does not have that. Okay. Hey, John. Oops. So this is how far I've gotten on the AK so far. Got the mag, but you can't really like clip these together, so this is just gonna be the tutorial AK. So you've seen my face. Well, yeah, I had to make a face reveal video because people didn't watch the videos where I had my face. So I had to make a video so that people would watch that because they would never watch the videos where I actually showed my face. So yeah, it's kind of like a weird thing and not how it's supposed to be, but that is just how it is. Yeah, it's turning out pretty nice. I just have to make a second attachment here for the handguard to make sure that it's extra. What's the word? Sturdy. So we're gonna make a different kind of stability thing on this side, basically. Funny thing is, the image that I'm basing my AK off of is, it says a replica AK-47, but it's technically not. It's just like the exact same to an actual AK. So, but we're gonna use friction now, basically to stabilize it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use these crosshole pieces. Then we're gonna put a rod through that. I'm now realizing that that probably will not work because I can't put these on places that can't like have two sets in the middle. So I'm not gonna bother doing it converting it because that's gonna take too long. So I guess we're just gonna put that there and then create some attachments from there. We'll put one here, one on the other side like that, and one in the middle. Then we're gonna put pins throughout the whole thing. Then of course color everything brown. 3 sets wide, well, not really. Not the whole thing, only the slide. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing when I'm not looking at the chat or like not doing anything at all, then I'm basically looking at Snapchat because my friends keep sending snaps because they're on a school trip to the main capital. So yeah. I'm just looking at snaps because yeah. So now I guess that attachment's done, then I can make another layer here. And I think, yeah, this is the final layer before we then get to the charging handle and the dust cover, which is going to be very interesting. For you guys at least. For me, not too interesting. I've never done an LDD, so that may be kind of cool. But we'll see how it goes. Fint. Greit. Easy. Whoops. Garbage. People have told me not to curse in my streams, but I can't help it since it's literally in my nature. Why is... Oh. 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 I'm right now realizing my mistakes, which is that all these need to be removed, and then we need to put a goddamn 4x4 plate. I removed it because I thought that it wasn't going to be right, but apparently I have horrible eyesight and can't see things when they're lined up. There we go. Dags som direkt. Det är fint. You've seen a real Glock? Well, I've got one right here. And the grip is closer when I'm holding a 4x4 plate directly onto it. The grip is closer to 4 studs. And the top is more 3 studs. Of course, this is a... No, the handle would not be 3 studs. Like, it could probably be 3 studs then, but then it has to fit a 3 stud wide magazine, and you have to have plates on the sides. So... Endelig på PC. Kan du skrive fortere? Okay, so... Jesus Christ. I kind of feel like making the dust cover first, but then I have to get the dimensions and all that. But I think what I should start with is getting this middle piece, which attaches. So basically it's filled in with bricks here. So we're just gonna fill this in. Then there are several of these plates on top. Hva var det der liksom sånn unnskyldninger da som for å sånn ikke gjøre lekser eller noe sånt? By the way, don't mind that sound, I was just aspiring artist. Hey, practicality. It's always nice to see familiar people turning up in chat again when I stream. Hey Maniac, welcome back. Why am I taking these pieces? I should not use those pieces in the front here. I should first color these pieces brown so that I don't forget. What is my best gun? Best gun. Yeah, hi aspiring. It's fine if you don't have to be here. This stream will, like, after you said that you rewatched them, and I've seen several other people say leave them up for a week, then yeah, I'm just gonna keep them up for your sake and others' sake. So yeah. Thanks, practicality. This AK is turning out pretty nice so far, so I'm definitely excited to experiment with this, adding different colors, different skins from CS:GO. That's what I'm probably the most excited about, is putting skins on them. So I'm basically gonna use the save as thing. So this will be the tutorial model, since you can see the magazine right here. This will be clipped together when you make it in real life, of course. And aspiring, I went through earlier in the stream. I went through the building guide, and no joke, the building guide tells you to put this piece here, this plate in the corner, which is it's just amazing that it actually did that, and I laughed so hard when I saw that, and it was just amazing. But yeah, um, yeah, he was here not too long ago, but he has a school, so he's gone. I haven't seen you been here before, but hey, try. I feel like I should just get rid of these pieces. There's no reason to have those there. In my opinion, that completely improved everything immediately. That's interesting. Men er du bak meg, da? For det er jeg rimelig sikker på det at du ikke er. Oh, by the way, aspiring, I took a look at your M1911. It looks pretty good. Only thing is, of course, the trigger isn't right, but you know, that's something that can be worked on. So, yeah. I was gonna do something, but I can't remember what exactly was. Du är med. Ja. Remarked that in like Buddha is or Buddha is a place name. It's the name of a city in Norway. So N is English. So this is not still on, Kevin. It's a continuation stream. So don't worry, I haven't been here for like 10 hours or something like that. Just streaming. So you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, sure, go ahead. It's pretty much your own creation, like once you've edited that, so also, it made sure that, like, when I was gonna go back to the AK, it made sure that it actually crashed LDD. So when I was trying to go and open up the file and then, like, to delete it because I didn't really need it, then it kind of crashed everything. But yeah, I don't have it anymore. I didn't delete it, but it's not here anymore, so yeah. But I had to delete like a lot of things because I need this open space so that I can quickly open up a model. So yeah. I've just been procrastinating. I don't know how to actually say that word. Procrastinating, something like that. On like getting the AK done just now because I've just been trying to concentrate on everything. well, it was most of my work, but you know, you kind of edited it, so I guess it's my work to an extent. And now we're gonna drive. I thought I copied that. I just selected it then. We're gonna put this over here. And I'm actually not sure what this piece is actually supposed to do, but it's there, so I put it there. AK-44? What's an AK-44? AK-44. AK-44 Culture Center in Germany. Yeah, have fun at school aspiring. It's probably not gonna be fun, but you know, have fun. Is it the Swiss AK-44 thing? Or do you mean STG-44? Or do you mean STG-44? I don't know. Have a new Google notification. What is that? Okay, that was just Google Plus notifications. I can see either Ukrainian or Russian being spoken. I don't understand any of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it into Google Translate. Google Translate. I make sure to always have it nearby. So I don't know if this is Russian or Ukrainian. Yeah, it's Ukrainian. And I just took it to go from Ukrainian to Polish. I'm good, remarked. What the heck? Noodles, how are you able to just speak just straight up? No problem. I guess you know Ukrainian? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce any of these words because they're so, like, complicated. Noodles, that was the perfect thing to say. That you don't speak the language in his language. That was genius. And what does this mean? Noodles. I'm done. And by that I mean gotta go fast with that Google Translate thing. Okay, so I tried to translate something from English. Yanimi Limo. I do not think that worked out. But alright, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it be. I'm not gay, but you probably are. Hashtag stay in school, not. I'm with you on that. 100% supportive. I'm not encouraging anyone to not, like, stay in school, but, you know, it's up to you. Oh dear. I vart fall i Norge, ja. In Norway, school is absolute crap. Like, then again, I don't know, like, anywhere else, but I love you too remarked. And I think I know what this would say. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm gonna get on with the barrel now and stop doing everything I'm not supposed to do. I know, speaking Ukrainian with Google Translate probably isn't too bad, so out of things that I would rather do instead of build. But, yeah. So what we need to do now is figure out of the little middle piece here, which is going to be there, about there. That's good enough. Good enough placement. And what we're going to do with this is basically put plates on the sides. So we're going to use brackets and then put plates on the sides. And hopefully this is going to stay sturdy. It did on my guns, so it should on this. There we go. For one moment I saw that it said 10, and now it just went down with 2. So I think people realized what was like. They couldn't like really see an AK out of everything, so they were just like, "What the hell is this?" No, I'm not gonna marry you. Why would I? That'll be an expensive wedding as well. And also a risky wedding, since I don't even know you that well. Or at all. So, gonna go check out the playback for a little bit, just to see. Hæ? Hva du mener? Hva fetter som ikke tror at det her er noe? Da er han faen meg full. Eller, ja, sikkert. Nær nok. Kanskje ikke direkte full, da, men skjønner hva han mente med det. Jeg har aldri hørt noen si sloggfetter før da, så det var det som forvirrer meg. Nei, men det gidder jeg ikke. De blir jeg jo å trenge selv, så... Jeg bor ikke i Finnmarka, men jeg bodde rimelig nært der da, så bodde i Tromsø i 2 år, de 2 første årene ut i livet mitt, så nært er ikke jeg. Ja, når jeg er på telefonen, så yes, the barrel is going to be squared just so that I don't get nudes. But the barrel's not going to be 100% square. It's going to have to be somewhat square because you can't have like using circles, cylinders, and then you just can't make that be sturdy. So yeah, that's the reason why I make it squared. Or not really squared, but you know what I mean by that. At least it's not like the one AK remake that I tried to do. Or no, I think it was the first AK that I had on my channel. That I had these pieces around the whole barrel, which looked gross. So I don't need nudes from you though. I don't need nudes at all because, you know. This is the one that is knobs on both sides, right? No, it is not. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 of these on each side. And then, we don't have to, but we're gonna do it because it's LDD. Or actually, no, let's just remove these 2, and then let's have a barrel that can have a little opening. Whoops. No, I don't use Pornhub either. I don't use any of that. It's just not needed. Buyer marked. Have fun. Make sure that your homework doesn't get eaten by a dog. Like Noodles' was. I think this barrel is actually too long. It looks too long. Alright, Maniac. Same thing goes for you as with remarked. Make sure that your homework doesn't get eaten by any house animals. That moment when you realize you're 10 minutes back on the stream, yeah, that happens. Okay, so this is where I made a mistake, which was making the barrel too long. So now we have to make the barrel a little bit shorter. So we're gonna make it a little bit, just a little bit shorter, just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. I think that'll be good. I don't know, does that look better? I think it'll look a little bit better at least. Let me bring up a picture. Actually, in my opinion, it could possibly be a little bit smaller. I've done a tutorial on the PK-260, dumbass. It's on the channel if you haven't seen it. Jag heter på Snap. Kan jag försöka pröva att finna ut nu. Nej, Negronge 69. Geez, I'm still not sure about the length of the barrel. I'm still not feeling 100% on it because I feel like it's a bullet. English. I feel like it's a little bit too long still. I mean, that probably would never be a complaint that a barrel's too long, like in a real gun, because that means more accuracy, but ja, bare som et hint, det andre navnet der, det er ikke Snapchaten min. Det er sikkert noen sin, men ikke min. Så det er ikke min feil om det er langt til en person som har brukernavnet Negerunge6969 på Snapchat, og du får nudes. Ja, om du ikke legger til rette account, så får da får du ikke nudes. Du må legge til rette account, så får du nudes, vet du. Ok, sånn. Da har jeg lagt til begge dere to på Snapchat. Så nå blir det nudes, vet du. You know, if you would jump off a bridge with an umbrella, I don't think you would survive. I mean, I haven't tried it. I haven't been thinking of trying it, but I mean, if it's a possibility you would survive. I say a possibility, so don't take my word for it. I'm constructing a snap right now. So if I'm dead, then that's why. And you gotta remember, my snaps are always the best. Okay. So now I just gotta find both of you, and then I'm gonna send a snap, and then I'm gonna continue on this beach. Whoops. Hvorfor må H være så langt tilbake i alfabetet der? Sånn. Jump off an airplane with a car. You would probably be a little bit more successful with that. I said a little bit more because you probably wouldn't go down immediately. And you would have a slight chance of surviving, depending on where the car falls from. Again, wouldn't advise trying that either. I hope the snap was enjoyable. You haven't opened it yet, but I'm just waiting for you guys to open it, so. You probably made a terrible mistake adding me on Snapchat, because I will probably spam you constantly. But yeah, again, you can see my Snapchat if anyone is watching this after and you want to add me. Then just make sure to send me a snap and say that you're from YouTube. It's right there. Hva skal det der bety? Ah, ja. I know, my snaps are the best. I told you, man. I told you. My snaps will have and will always be the best. Right, let's continue on this thing before I sidetrack too much, which I already have. Don't ask me what that was. Yes, I made it perfectly. Perfect dimensions. Boom. Great snap. I feel like I say constantly. It's kind of bothering me. See, the things you guys point out about me that I say constantly. You think it only points, like, you think it only annoys you, but no, it annoys me as well. It annoys me an equal amount. Or more, you know. I feel like I'm starting to turn like more into like myself when I'm just like talking to friends or whatever on the stream right now, because that's kind of what I feel like, and I can hear that that's kind of what I'm turning into right now. Okay. What was I working on? Alright. Ja, det är Friday imorgon. Det betyder helg. Och helg är fint. Helg betyr at andre folk kommer til å streame. Så betyr det at jeg mest sannsynlig ikke blir å streame. Det er da litt trist, men you know. That's how it is. I feel like people are leaving my stream right now just because I'm not concentrating on building. And that's not what's supposed to happen. But that's what happens when distractions are a thing. And I'm not gonna put the blame on others, because it's up to me, myself, to stay concentrated on building this thing, so... Yeah... So this is where it gets kind of like weird, because you kind of have to... I'll just show you. Bare fire folk, ja. So some people say that the top gas piston part thingy should be 4 sets, but I personally feel like it looks better when it's 5. But the thing is, I don't know what to do, because looking at all the images that I've seen of AKs, then it looks like it's the same. Let's see if I can't get a top view of okay, I'm just gonna search AK-47 handguard. Veldig mange folk. Jeg ser ikke på mange som holder på med det samme som jeg gjør. I hvert fall ikke så veldig mye, så... ser du på en venn hos for eksempel ser på Ja, jeg klarer egentlig ikke å tenke på noen andre, egentlig. Så venner som får være et godt nok eksempel som for til nå, da. Så folk som det iallfall, som holder på med masse gaming av forskjellige spill og sånt, så sånn synes jeg er kjempefint. Okay, so right now what I have to do is I have to make sure that this piece can actually be floating, because it basically has to float. And it's gonna keep floating, so people, like when they make this, then you can't really press the top of it because that's gonna just push everything down. Let's see, let's just, because LDD, let's just delete these and find out what we have to do. These are some of the situations that get like super interesting because I have to try to find out like ways to attach everything, basically. And I'm just gonna try to start out with doing that, and then put some of these plates inside. And then delete these two. Then try to find out something that'll attach it fine without ruining everything. Jeg spiller ikke Gmod med noen. Jeg spiller ikke sånn Gmod, bare spiller CS for det meste. Folk kan spille med da, det er folk som har gått i klasse med og kjent sånn i rett og slett hele livet da, som bor i Bodø, så I just realized something absolutely awful. That is that this part is supposed to be 3 studs wide. Because I literally just started thinking about that. So where's the picture I based off of? Fuck. There it is. I guess this picture can work. This picture also proves that the top part of the handguard is 5 studs wide. But I'm not gonna bother trying to show that because that's gonna screw up everything and put it into full screen. So I kind of don't want to get rid of those pieces. I'll just keep them in for now. So what I can see I have to do is, so basically this is not gonna be there. Those are all gonna be removed. And we're gonna get some black ones. Put them here. Boy. Okay, have fun doing whatever you're going to do. should know what I meant by that. Killer clowns. That's depressing. Just absolutely depressing. Like, bruh. Okay, so if I know my own census right, then I think it's dinner now, so if I'm right, then I'm just gonna go, and then I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna... Okay. Good. I knew it alright. So, I'm gonna go eat, then I'm going to start working on, again, IRL, of course. And, yeah, maybe stream later today. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream, whoever tuned in to watch it, and yeah, as I said, maybe a stream later today. So this is how far we got on the AK. So yeah, see you guys.